fun. A word that no engineer can quantify, that no test can verify, and that just happens to be a trait sought after by most enthusiasts shopping for a new car. This 2014 Subaru BRZ appears to have a ton of ingredients to make for one fun driving machine. But does it have what it takes? Well, let's find out. Ever since 2012 when the BRZ came out, I've been absolutely itching to drive it. I've heard from so many people about how fun this car is to drive. What's more exciting is that the beast you see in front of you is not a stock BRZ, but it's been given an Aozora facelift. The Aozora BRZ is a 2015 limited edition model whose Japanese name means blue sky, which really suggests a free-spirited driving experience. My first impressions, I have to say, is that I think this car looks the business. The Boxer engine is one of, if not the most referenced engines in the tuner world. There's an obvious reason for that. It's unique. Now, we're all used to the boost-fed Boxer engines that are normally found in the WRX platform. But what we have here in this car is a low-mounted 200 horsepower 2-liter naturally aspirated engine that has a very linear power delivery. Now, I'm so used to experiencing cars with engines that really dominate the driving experience over the chassis. But with the BRZ, I feel like the chassis can support way more power. As a result, I'm finding myself having to drive this car a little differently to extract its potential. Now, right off the bat, don't be expecting to win many stoplight races, but around town, keep the RPMs up and you'll have enough of a kick to keep most people happy. I just can't imagine what it would feel like to have 16 pounds of boost just being forced into the motor. But I know Subaru have engineered this car to be smooth and balanced. In terms of noise, this makes a decent yet typical sounding 4-banger exhaust note. It doesn't have that Boxer rumble that we're used to because an equal length header is being used. If you're really after that WRX sound, you might want to consider an unequal length header, which will really wake things up in the noise department. Subaru did a really good job with the gearbox of the BRZ. Gone are the truck-like long throws of the old WRX in favor of this direct, notchy, and relatively short throw unit. The hydraulic single-plate clutch offers great feel and is not too soft, but you won't be getting a calf workout during heavy traffic either. I think this is the perfect car to first learn manual on, and as a whole package, I think the gearbox and the transmission really add to the fun factor of this car. Guys, the chassis on the BRZ takes the fun factor to the next level. It has a stiff chassis and firm springs. Now, you definitely feel that on the street, but I like that. It livens everything up and you feel totally connected to what's going on. Now, this car has electric steering, but in this configuration, it's quick and accurate and really makes driving spiritedly fun. You can't forget this car only weighs 2,764 pounds. So add to that a well-sorted chassis and a responsive engine, and you have the makings of a great, well-balanced and fun-to-drive car. You get this car out on a back road, a canyon road, or even a racetrack, and it'll most likely not only surprise you, but other much more expensive cars. The turn-in on this car is just beautiful, and there's hardly any understeer to be felt on the street. You sort of just chuck it in. The balance is there, so you sort of just hang on and enjoy the ride. This whole package just inspires a lot of confidence because I know that I can take it past the 6 to 7 tenths that you can in other cars. Even though if it slips away from me just a little bit, it's totally controllable, and I love that. I really appreciate the looks of the stock BRZ out of the box, but I absolutely love what they did with the Aozora edition, especially when it's this color, World Rally Blue Pearl. It looks mean and almost intimidating with those aggressive body lines and that low-profile spoiler that gives a sportier look to the otherwise clean trunk. It has black 17-inch STI wheels. Added onto the stock BRZ are STI front, side, and rear skirt panels that make it look even lower to the ground. The actual Aozora only comes in 2 colors, this blue and crystal white pearl, to complement the name Blue Sky. The interior is driver focused. It comes with bolstered, low-profile seats with the Sport Tech offering black anthracite leather and black Alcantara. The steering wheel is simple with no buttons on it to keep you focused on the road. The shift knob is leather wrapped. The Sport Tech package comes with push-button start, silver trim, and heated seats. It really looks and feels sporty but comfortable. I really respect the partnership that Toyota had with Subaru in developing this car. What they essentially created for enthusiasts is this perfect platform, sort of like an open canvas to make this car exactly to your liking. From engine and chassis tuning to cosmetic appearance, the aftermarket support for this car is just immense. And there's an obvious reason for that. There's so much potential right out of the box. It's a great time to be a car enthusiast right now because manufacturers are releasing incredible cars left, right, and center. The 2014 Subaru BRZ is a perfect example of that. It has a peppy engine, aggressive looks, and it's extremely fun to drive. I really hope they put that STI motor in there soon because everyone wants to see that. I want to give a huge shout out to the people at Downtown Subaru for lending us this car. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, go out for that drive.